Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Dr. Yvette with Yvette's Route. Today's video is slow and graceful, but it is me planting up my final Coco Loco rose, which I'll pop a picture in for you to see what it looks like when it goes to bloom. But my husband assists me with everything that I'm doing in the garden just to try to preserve my back so that I don't get further injury to my back, but also it just gives us an opportunity to be outside and spend time together doing something that I enjoy. I'm not sure if he enjoys it, but perhaps I'll ask him just to see. But this video includes that, the placement of the roses, the moving around of different plants that are in the garden, and then I do a little bit of planting of some sedum. And so this video, this vlog actually has a lot of different things in it. I hope you enjoy. So planting up the final rose, and it just gives me and my husband a chance to sit and talk and enjoy gardening and what we're doing. And so this is the final Coco Loco rose. Okay, my assistant that I love is attempting to relocate the roses to where they're going, and I stopped my assistant because my assistant loves his dolly. And he always wants to use it. And I said, no, assistant, I can just see that my rose is going to end up face down on this concrete broken. So let's get the wagon and try something a little bit different. And my assistant agreed and got the wagon. And the wagon actually allowed my assistant to move more than one rose at a time. Let's work smart and efficient. But I love my assistant and have been loving my assistant for 25 years. Okay, here we're about to change out the spinners and put the Black Beauty and Pinker Bell over in this area. And so my husband often helps me with this because once you plant up these roses, it becomes double the weight because of the dirt and the rose and the weight of the ceramic containers that I love. But it's not that I can't do it, but it's always good to have some help. Okay, my happy gardeners, this is going to be the new garden space, and I'm super excited about it. There are several things that are going to go over in this area, and so we're just trying to get placement so that we don't have to keep moving benches and flowers. The spinners will look very nice here next to this bench. I'm going to add 2 more benches, but also the grass will be cut and then they'll be more defined. And when we mulch in this area, it's going to look very beautiful because they'll be green and the mulch will be a brownish color. So just ignore the grass behind it for now. Actually, since this video was filmed, that grass has actually been cut. Now we are back over in the rose garden, putting down the bricks first to stabilize the roses so that they don't sink down into the mulch that's naturally here from when Chamberlain comes and cuts down the growth. But I'm not sure if they're gonna stay here. I always take a moment to clean up my rose bushes. They are such a distraction for me because I'm trying so hard to make sure that I maintain them within their first year, to not void out the warranty. So it's never a moment where I don't check on them when I'm in the garden and try to do what I can to care for them. I'm cleaning up the marigold, but this is the last probably set of blooms that I'm going to get from this lovely plant. Here I take the opportunity to care for my one survivor, and I'm pulling weeds from under it. I was so surprised when I came out and saw that this, I think it's a geranium, had bloomed, but there are four more. Yeah, this makes five, and the others look like they have no life. But I'm gonna leave them in the ground because you never know. I thought this one didn't have life either, and I came out and it had a bloom. This was by far my most beautiful display of the summer, and now that it's fall, it's still maintaining. So next year I will do coleus and some of the others that surround it. Here I'm checking the garden bed just because this is where Hopper is. And every time he hops and I'm not ready for it, it scares me. So I tap the mulch just to make sure if he is around where I'm going or where I'm going to water or plant or weed, that he doesn't hop and scare me. So that little tap does the trick. But here I'm getting ready to plant some sedum, and hopefully they grow up nice and big. Here I only have two sedum that I'm going to plant, and I checked for placement because I also had some, I believe it's called purple lip salvia, that were here to give it balance, and they didn't make it. But my other purple lip salvia look very good, and I'm going to zoom in closely so that you can see the purple bloom that's on it. So hopefully I'm able to purchase more of these, but that part of the ground just did not want salvia in it. So I'm going to try the sedum and see how it goes. I never waste dirt. So here you see me taking the dirt that I dug up from the ground to place it in parts of the grass that is kind of bare. And this is the dirt that was in the plant, some of it, so it has some fertilizer in it. So I just spread it to be useful and non-wasteful. Here I decided to relocate the Tinkerbell rose only because the white containers next to this green bench look so stark white. And they're not really white, they're kind of a cream, but because they're ceramic, they have this glaze on them that just makes them even look more bright. So I moved them next to the green, which has the Black Beauty in it. So as they grow up, hopefully I'll move them or separate them, or I will repot them and put them in a different container that's just not so white. But that did help me learn a lesson that as I create gardens in this wooded area, not to go so light.